Maths today, we're going to be looking at area.
An introduction to area. Area is the space inside a 2D shape. We can't use units such as centimetres or metres because they only measure distances in a straight line. So, to measure area, we use squares. This shape has an area of 8 squares. Let's calculate the area of some other shapes. If we overlay a grid, it makes it easy to calculate. By counting, we can see that the area of the first shape is 15 squares, and the area of the second shape is 12 squares. But what if we want to calculate the area of a shape and there are no squares to help us? For example, this playing court. We will need to know the length and the width of our shape. The length is 7 meters and the width is 4 meters. The rule for calculating the area of a rectangle is length times width. So, to calculate the area of this rectangle, we must multiply 7 meters by 4 meters. 7 times 4 equals 28. The area is 28 squares. And because our measurements are in meters, the area is 28 square meters. So, now we know the rule. Area equals length times width. But let's go back to our last example to see why this works. We know that we have 4 rows, each with 7 squares. 7 times 4. We can see that 28 squares fit perfectly over the area. So, the area is 28 square meters, or meters squared. Let's see if we can use this rule with another rectangle. Area equals length, which is 8 centimeters, times width, which is 3 centimeters. 8 times 3 is 24. This rectangle has an area of 24 centimeter squares. Instead of writing squares, we can use this symbol to show we are measuring area. Now we'll have a go at calculating the area of an irregular shape. Here is the floor plan of a house. Can you see how we can divide this irregular shape into 2 rectangles? There are a couple of ways we could do it. One is like this, and another is like this. Then, we'd just have to use our rule area equals length times width to work out the area of both rectangles. Finding the area of a rectangle is easy.
The first sheet I would like you to do is this one, to calculate the area. With these simple shapes, it's probably easiest to count the squares. Each square is 1 centimetre squared, so write your answers as centimetres squared. This is the other page I would like you to do. Again, it might be best with the more complicated shapes to mark the square that you start on, or put a dot in each one as you count them. Again, record your answers as centimetres squared. We will just assume each of these squares is 1 centimetre squared. Now pause the video while you complete your work, then get a coloured pencil for us to mark it. Question 1, 3 centimetres squared. Question 2, 10 centimetres squared. Question 3, 6 centimetres squared. Question 4, 4 centimetres squared. Question 5, 11 centimetres squared. Question 6, 6 centimetres squared. Question 7, 16 centimetres squared. Question 8, 12 centimetres squared. Question 9, 5 centimetres squared. Question 10, 9 centimetres squared. And question 11, 12 centimetres squared. Make sure that you do write centimetres squared for each of your answers. When you've finished that, I would like you to go on to the extension tasks.